Hey everybody! You guys like the title? That's what we're going with. That's the opening. I really did not want to do this morning, but I really did not want to do this morning, but I'm doing it anyway, because that's what you do. Welcome to number 12. Hope everyone's having a good one. HighMentality.com. Some positive updates. Our guy is, seems to be reconnecting with some relatives over the holidays, because that's bound to happen. And, he and an important figure in his life had his mom seemed to have some sort of a discussion that was positive, which is nice. So I think he's getting to work more now. I think he's getting back to work a little bit more now, which is good. He has a complicated living situation right now. And it's like, hey, it's like, join the club, dude. Join the club. We're all in complicated living situations. But, what are you going to do? Build a website and stake all your dreams on a dream. Stake all your realities on a dream. Yeah, that's way worse. That's what we're doing. Stake all the harsh realities of life, all the possible outcomes on achieving something that is, even if you were part of the protected class, virtually impossible. Becoming a filmmaker. Are you out of your mind? You're out of your mind, dude. Really? Still? We have to build a whole new industry. We being those of us who are, just aware that there's a little more to what's going on than it meets the surface, initially meets the eye. Because you really want to connect with everybody. So I like to connect with everybody with my art. I like to try to, which is why I don't like sitting and talking in English. That's why I like making visually driven media, visually driven stuff that you could be translated in any language, really. Because visually you can teach any audience how things work if you do it in the right way. For example, watch Mad Max Fury Road with the sound off. You will know what's going on. Watch the new Planet of the Apes movies without the subtitles turned on. That's even better. If you haven't seen the new Planet of the Apes trilogy was way better than it had a business of being. It was very good. It was like the first one, the one with James, polyamorous, pansexual, I don't know what the term is. That guy's a homo. I don't know. He does gay things, I think, sometimes, things that could be considered gay. But he also dates ladies. I actually knew one personally from his Yale days. Anyways, but he's quite good in it. He usually turns, in terms of acting performances, can't fault the guy. He's out there being an actor. And he's pretty funny sometimes. He's pretty funny. Sometimes his performances are great. Some of them, you're like, I don't know how I'm supposed to take this. Like his performance in The Interview, you're like, dude, how am I supposed to interpret this? Are you playing it this big? This is like a whitesploitation performance, if I could coin that phrase. Whitesploitation films. I think I mentioned this in passing before, but I didn't want to give it away. But I think we need whitesploitation films. I think those would be hilarious, dude. Anyway, but the interview, James Franco, his performance, bizarre. James Franco is quite good in most of the things that he's in, and he's in the first Planet of the Apes. So you can show that to your gal. Be like, oh, you love James Franco, you thought, you know. And if she giggles, she's a keeper. And then you watch that one, and then you watch the next two. But watch them all without the subtitles. Then watch them again with the subtitles. Like, oh, I can't. Oh man, I think these are supposed to have subtitles. Now the second and third one, you do kind of need subtitles to get things there. But I think it would be a great experiment to see how people react to those without subtitles. You ever watched a movie by accident that's supposed to have subtitles that didn't have subtitles? You watched it without the subtitles, but it was supposed to have subtitles because you didn't realize it was in multiple languages. Like that movie Babel with what's his name? Brad Pitt. You know, Brad Pitt's in one of the segments. That movie Babel. It was. I watched it. I think some people watched it without subtitles. I think my parents watched it without subtitles the first time, and they didn't realize that it was supposed to have subtitles. And they're like, "Well, it was pretty good." Like they still kind of knew what was going on. I think visually, like, if somebody's angry, you can communicate that visually, and then what they're yelling just kind of tells you what they're angry about. But that's how people view movies and script writing in some ways. They're like, oh, the dialogue tells you how the character's feeling, and I was like, yeah. What do you call it? The dialogue for me is like the very last thing that I'm concerned with in terms of storytelling. So the dialogue, usually it's like, whatever. For me, it's like, yeah, whatever. You gotta put dialogue in it. So there's some people that do interesting things with their dialogue, and some people just have dialogue that is like, this is what they would be talking about. If they were sitting there, what would they be talking about? They'd be probably talking about this. And it sometimes has no relationship to the story. Sometimes it does. We call that exposition. Exposition where you're like, oh, I have to tell the story with the dialogue. But usually it reveals something about the character. The character's talking about themselves or how they feel about a particular situation. You know? I think I'm lost. No, I'm not lost. I just driving around in like resorts. You ever lived near a resort town or like a seasonal place? As New Englanders near the coast, you often deal with seasonal areas. It's like dead. There's like nobody around now. I actually kind of want to film the next. I've been wanting to film the next thing of Dream of Me back here. Not back here necessarily, but I think there's one part of this resort that could work. I can go back there right now, actually. I can watch this, then I can watch this footage back and see how it looks, sort of. Not really. Because you guys can't see anything. I know you can't see anything. Let's see here. What else was I talking about? Telling stories without pictures. What do we get on that topic? It's so weird to drive around here during the day because I forget how open it is. Damn, these look kind of good. These actually would work. It's like townhouse fronts. Yeah, man. I mean, well, we could maybe, from the straight on angles, they could work. there is this one, I'm talking about locations right now. Locations for Dream of May, dude. It's amazing to me that people don't see more opportunity with that. Because I was like, there's a lot of opportunity here. Even just as a property. And it's like, I wouldn't want to give it away. People are like, you don't want to give it away? Not really. Not really. I want to create it so someone else can make it. I created it so I can make it. People are like, yeah, but you're a first-time director, and that's a big risk. I'm like, did you ever hear of Star Wars? Dude, we need our own Star Wars. We need our own Star Wars. Blaxploitation films, by the way. You guys can have that one. Dude. I'm already working on a script for blaxploitation. If people would want to like back a movie or something, I think my partner and I could be building the website while working on a movie. We have two really solid, pretty cheap script ideas. This is a little bit more expensive, but it is like a movie that you'd want to make right now if you released just the subject of his. Let's just put it this way, it's called Burgley, I think. And it's like, yeah, people would absolutely want to see that. People would absolutely want to see that. You know, the problem is everybody acts like you can't make a movie with multiple perspectives represented in it. And it's like, that's what makes it interesting. Have all these characters that all have different viewpoints of the world, and then just make them fight a bunch. He was trying to explain to his mom, he was like, Mom, you don't get it. He was like, SLC Punk is a cool movie. He's like, Fight Club is a cool movie. Something like that. It's like, these are good, cool movies. You just don't get them. And it was like, he was just trying to explain it. It's like, yo, dude, that is something that's hard for, like, people to accept. Like, you're old and out of touch. Just listen to what this kid has to say. This bizarro, weirdo kid. You know? Like, if you can use the word triggered, non-ironically. Like, ooh, I got triggered. But really what you're saying is like, oh, I'm getting emotional. Ooh, that's making me emotional. Like, to be aware of that is healthy, I think. So, like, when people are like, oh, I'm triggered, I'm like, thanks for the warning. But I also think that trigger warnings are stupid. It's not your job to know what's going to trigger other people. That being said, I do think, like, essentially all the MPAA and FCC, all they do is trigger warnings. Like, we're literally paying a group of people to put trigger warnings on things, and it's like, how much money? Actually, wait a minute. Are you a government bureau? No. And it's like, well then, how do we trust you? Can't. You're like, what? Okay. So you're just a censorship organization, essentially. No. We don't give people notes on how to change their art. You're like, yeah, you do. Yes, you do. A lot of people out to hide the truth from people. Some of them don't even know that's what they're doing. They just think they're helping. I'm helping. No, you're not. I can't remember the last time I burped. Excuse me. I would blame it on somebody else, but nobody else is here. That is the saddest sight I've ever seen. There is a bag of Doritos that looked pretty full. Looked like somebody had dropped their bag of Doritos right on the side of the road, and they didn't pick it up because they didn't realize they had dropped it. I would have picked that bag up, pushed the ones that had hit the ground off. continue to eat the ones out of the bag. But that was just a bag sitting there. And it was just the corner open. Whoever opened that only opened it wide enough for one person to go in and out of. Or maybe they're a dumper. You know what I mean? I don't understand those people. Those people that open like one corner of stuff. Just open the whole thing. Open the top. Then just get a chip clip. Chip clips, guys. Chip clips will make your chips go way longer. And keep them from getting stale. Man, I really don't like driving when everyone else is on the road. Once you get used to driving like the third shift, you come out here on a weekday during, commuter time. It's like, dude, and everyone's like, it's just part of life. And it's like, yeah, because everyone, 8-hour workday discussion again. You know what I mean? Get back into that. It's just so stupid. It's just so dumb to me. And most people are like they're rushing to work. They're getting to work at 8 so that they can sit there and then do 4 hours worth of work over the course of the day. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I'm at work. I'm not going to bust, I'm not going to work super fast. I'm going to take my time and make sure things are right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who want to function with an 8-hour workday, but I don't think it's for everybody. I think there's certain people who really strive. Some of their most creative, best, hardworking hours are in the middle of the night. I worked third shift once when I was living in Las Vegas. Worked third shift, pushing freight, unloading the thing and putting stuff on shelves. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I felt like I was like, oh man, that was one of the worst times of my life, personally. But if I was doing that job now, I'd be like, dude, what a blast. I slept shorter amounts of time because I just started sleeping during the day. Because my shift started at like 12 a.m. It was like 12 to 10, something like that. Hour break, and 2 30-minute breaks or something like that. And it was like, it was good. Got a lot done. The only problem is that the store opened. The store was open for the last hour or two of your shift, so you're like, hey, nice to see you. Just trying to get all that stuff done. Stop messing it up. I just got it right. That's how you felt. Like a bunch of children are coming in and ruining all your stuff. You're like, these are adults that are functioning this way. What is wrong with you people? Like, put things back the way you found them. Ask me, I'll help you. I'll get it for you. I didn't mind that, even though I was stalking. People were like, hey, I got a question for you. You're like, dude, I stalk this place. I know everything. Tell me, ask me anything. Anyway. Hey everybody, Tim Editing here. Oh crap, someone's sending me messages. You might hear like badoots in the background. But I just want to let you guys know that this is where the video ended for some reason. However, when I watch the file, when I look at the file goes on for another like 6 or 7 minutes. But this is where it ends. So I don't know what went on technically. I know it seems kind of weird based on, I think there was like weird cars following me when I was filming this. But I'm recording this many weeks later from when I recorded the video. So, I'm fine. I'm still alive. Obviously, I posted the video and everything, but one of the things that got cut out, I don't remember. I don't really watch these back too thoroughly. I just kind of try to post them, so I don't know exactly what I was trying to get at in this episode. I don't know. People aren't really. I don't know. If you have like comment on it or whatever, write me a message and ask me. Maybe I can fill you in on something that I didn't get to finish in the video. But one of the things I didn't get to was my music recommendation. Now, the original music recommendation was a track from a band called Dance. The band is called Dance Gavin Dance, and the song is, or I should say, the song was "Son of Robot." So originally it was "Son of Robot" by Dance Gavin Dance off of their album Artificial Selection. That was the original suggestion. However, since then I've decided to change it to Count Basie, which is on the same album. It's on Artificial Selection. It's also Dance Gavin Dance, but Count Basie I think is a pretty awesome track. If you guys are into like hardcore, you're gonna like this, I think. If you're not, stick with it. You might hear stuff that you like. Count Basie will kind of, it's a little bit more, it's not as mainstream, digestible. It's not as digestible, I guess, as the as Son of Robot, but Count Basie is the one that I'm officially selecting for my song recommendation. So, Artificial Selection is the album. The band is Dance Gavin Dance. The song is Count Basie. Highly suggest this album in its entirety. Dance Gavin Dance, I guess, has been around for a long time. This is the first time I've ever heard anything from them was this album, and I dig it. So I don't know if it's anything like their old stuff or whatever, but I definitely recommend checking them out. Keep on keeping on, everybody. Okay, bye.